So when is a war not a war? When your government tells you it's not a war. And the United States and its allies are still talking about intervention in Syria. And there's one thing we've noticed crops up quite often. It's this.
We're not talking about war. We're not going to war. We will not have people at risk in that way. We will be able to hold Bashar Assad accountable without engaging in troops on the ground or any other prolonged kind of effort, in a very limited, very targeted, very short-term effort that degrades his capacity to deliver chemical weapons.
And that made us wonder, when did the definition of war change? We always thought that one state bombing another was an act of war, but for some reason the parameters seem to have changed. First there were the drone attacks on Yemen and Pakistan, and now planned limited strikes in Syria do not apparently constitute an act of war in John Kerry's definition. So we looked it up on the Legal Information Institute, which defines an act of war as this: any act occurring in the course of A, declared war, B, armed conflict, whether or not war has been declared between two or more nations, or C, armed conflict between military forces of any origin. Now, the United States hasn't declared war, but if it does send cruise missiles crashing into Syrian targets, however limited, we're pretty sure that meets criteria B and C in this definition of an act of war. Here's someone else.
Bitcoin cash machines are coming to Canada, and it's about time. A company called Bitcoiniacs is going to install one in Vancouver in October and 4 more at locations that haven't yet been confirmed in December. The owner of Bitcoiniacs wants to make it easier for people to buy and sell Bitcoin and hopes it'll encourage even more people to adopt the online currency. The machines will be made by RoboCoin, and their boss says he wants to make Bitcoin grandma friendly. Now here's another person saying stuff that you said to us.
First up, on the live UFO discussion that we had last week, there was generally some pretty positive feedback. This comment came from 6 String Harmonies, who said, "That is one hell of a panel. Holt, Kane, Jafari, Salas, nice work." On the Incredible Feats of Endurance video, Refik said, "Well, I think we've all lost our right to bitch about anything for a while." Then on the Unhackable Quantum Encryption video, gamer number 420 said, "Unhackable until somebody hacks it. You cynics." Good. But my favourite comment of the week came from Daniel O'Connell on the Porn in Parliament video, who said, "Whoever edited this should be promoted." And I agree, Daniel. I agree. Here's somebody else moving their mouth and making sounds.
And finally today, the newspaper Der Spiegel has revealed that the National Security Agency, not content with being able to track our emails, phone calls and all the rest of it, is also able to tap into our smartphones. The German paper says it has documents to prove that the NSA can access our contact lists, SMS traffic, and exactly where we've been with our mobile devices. It also says the NSA is able to get into the BlackBerry mail system, which was always thought to be unbreakable. Looks like gamer number 420's onto something then. Well, that's it for this week, but if you've got any stories you'd like us to take a look at, let us know in a comment below, and we'll see you again next time.